Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a powerful truth that most men don't know, a truth that once you understand it, the entire game of relationships changes forever. This knowledge shifts the power, ends confusion, and stops manipulative games. If you're ready to gain strength, confidence, and clarity in your relationships, this video is for you. Let's get straight into the 5 transformative truths every man must know to stop chase, stop being played, and start living on his own terms. The hidden truth about love, genuine vs conditional affection. The first truth that changes everything is understanding the difference between genuine love and conditional love. For a long time, men are taught to believe that if a woman says she loves you, it means unconditional love, accepting you fully without strings attached. But when you look closely, you'll notice patterns that tell a different story. Her affection often depends on what you provide: attention, money, emotional support, and when conditions change, the love seems to shift or disappear. This isn't about blaming women, but about waking up to a reality that many men don't see. Too many men give endlessly, expecting loyalty and sacrifice in return, but love as they imagined it doesn't always come back the same way. When you understand this truth, you stop giving blindly. You start observing how she treats you, especially when things aren't perfect. You measure actions, not just words. You become sharp and protect your energy. This awakening stops you from being a servant to temporary affection and makes you wiser in your choices. You learn that real love stands firm through challenges, while conditional love fades when circumstances change. The power of attention, your most valuable currency. The second truth to grasp is the power of your attention. Most men don't realize how valuable their attention really is. From the moment you like a woman, you pour your attention into texts, calls, compliments, and constant presence, all for free. But attention is energy, and energy is influence. Women instinctively know this. They thrive on being desired and noticed. For many, it's not always love. It's the high of being pursued, the thrill of constant validation. This is why many men get strung along. They give their attention, thinking it builds a bond, but the woman simply enjoys the perks without equal investment. Once you realize this, everything changes. You start valuing your attention like a precious resource. The more you give it away freely, the less valuable it becomes, because abundance leads to being taken for granted. When you pull back your attention and guard it, the balance of power shifts. Your silence speaks louder than words. Your absence becomes powerful. Women notice when validation dries up, and it sparks curiosity, desire, even fear. Controlled attention has value, and value creates attraction. You become a chooser, not a chaser. You no longer compete for validation, but understand your own worth. The third truth that transforms a man is mastering emotional control. Society often teaches men to prove love through their reactions, to show how much they care through desperation or anger. But most women's strongest tool is to manipulate a man's emotions. They test anger, jealousy, insecurity. If a man reacts, he becomes a puppet on emotional strings. Emotional control breaks these chains. When you refuse to be reactive, the games stop working. Silent treatments, mood swings, threats lose their power over you. A man who controls his emotions builds a wall not to shut out love, but to protect his strength. Calmness becomes magnetic. Silence carries confidence. Women find strength far more attractive than weakness. When you don't crumble under emotional pressure, you become mysterious and powerful. This shifts power because women must meet you on your level or lose the connection. Many men believe women have endless options, and men must compete for scarce attention. This scarcity mindset creates fear and desperation. But in reality, men have options too, though men's options are earned, not handed on a silver platter. Options come from discipline, career investment, confidence, and self-growth. When a man builds himself, he stops moving like a beggar for affection and starts standing tall like a chooser. With options, fear disappears. You no longer tolerate disrespect or manipulation because you know you deserve better. Desperation is replaced by freedom, and freedom is power. This freedom makes you more attractive because you are no longer afraid to walk away. Women sense this energy and are drawn to it. The ultimate truth is self-respect. Many men enter relationships willing to give everything except respect for themselves. They put desire before dignity, romance over boundaries, and in doing so, lose their crown. Without self-respect, a man is like a kingdom without walls, easy to invade and control. Women quickly sense when a man sacrifices his standards. They test his limits repeatedly. But a man who respects himself is untouchable. He doesn't accept disrespect or half-hearted love. He sets clear boundaries that protect his peace and dignity. Self-respect transforms how a man moves through life. His presence commands respect naturally. He no longer negotiates his worth for temporary affection. When a man respects himself, women either rise to that standard or leave. Either way, the man wins because he retains his integrity. When men embrace these truths, understanding conditional love, valuing attention, mastering emotions, knowing their options, and embodying self-respect, relationship dynamics change completely. The old games lose their power, manipulation fails, the power balance shifts firmly in men's favor. This awakening isn't about bitterness or control. It's about living with clarity, confidence, and freedom. A man who knows these truths is not arrogant or cruel. He is simply awake, aware of patterns and illusions. He knows his value and holds his ground. If you're tired of confusion, manipulation, and chasing in relationships, the first step is to open your eyes to these truths. Guard your energy, control your emotions, believe in your worth, and respect yourself above all else. When you do, you won't just change your relationships, you'll change your life. If you found this message powerful, please share, and subscribe for more deep relationship insights. Comment below your thoughts and experiences. Let's grow stronger together. Thanks for watching.